Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be going over my scalp strategy. Yes, I do scalp. As you all know, I am predominantly a swing trader, focusing more on the higher time frames, like the weekly, the daily, and the 4-hourly, as it helps me stay less active on the charts. But then every once in a while, when I do want to jump in and out on those quick trades, when the opportunity does present itself, this is my go-to strategy. Do stay till the end of this video to get a grasp of it. So I have made a small document with the breakdown of the strategy, where I have a live chat example of the very trade that I'm about to go through today. So I'll leave a downloadable link somewhere in the description. So you can go through this on your own time. So yeah, having said that, let's get right into it. So this is what the strategy is about. Firstly, I start out from the 1 hourly time frame. So on this, I get to switch between the 1 hourly and the 15 minutes time frame, just both time frames only. I get my setup from the 1 hourly time frame. So I can get to scan through every one of the pairs, every one of the synthetic indices pairs, and then strictly staying on the 1 hourly time frame alone. And then I look out for what? Setting chart patterns, obviously setting reversal chart patterns on the 1 hourly time frame. And as soon as I spot any of these chart patterns, I then switch to the 15 minutes time frame for entry confirmations in line with the 1 hourly chart pattern. Like I said, on the 1 hourly time frame, I look out for reversal chart patterns, the head and shoulder chart pattern, the inverse head and shoulder chart pattern. As you know very well, that's one of my favorite chart patterns. Also the double tops and the double bottoms. So I look out for these chart patterns on the 1 hourly time frame. Then when I spot these chart patterns, I quickly move down toward the 15 minutes time frame and then look out for entry confirmations in line with the chart patterns. So here is a trade I took sometime last week. So clearly I had identified the inverse head and shoulder pattern with the potential right shoulder just forming as at the time I got in on the trade. So it was more like a potential inverse head and shoulder pattern because I got in somewhere around the formation of the right shoulder. A confirmed head and shoulder pattern, like I always say, would be when once the head and shoulder pattern is fully formed, and then there is the break of the neckline. That would be a confirmed head and shoulder pattern. But then I got in on the potential right shoulder of the inverse head and shoulder pattern. Just like the strategy points out, Firstly, on the 1 hourly time frame, I look out for what? Head and shoulder pattern, inverse head and shoulder patterns. Clearly, I had what? I'd identified, or we had what? We had the left shoulder, the head, and as soon as we pointed what? The potential right shoulder, having noticed what? And 9 rejections from what? From this level. So where we rejected from, when we formed the left shoulder, I clearly noticed what? We had rejections off of that very level, forming the potential right shoulder. And then having seen a clear bullish engulfing candlestick off of that level, I quickly jumped down to what? To the 15 minutes time frame. Or what? Possible buy entry opportunities. Sorry about that. The network is something else. Yeah, so having identified the potential right shoulder of the inverse head and shoulder pattern, this is why I moved down to what? To the 15 minutes time frame. And then what did I notice on the 15 minutes time frame? Notice we had this pointing what? Lower highs and then lower lows. Or pointing what? Lower highs and lower lows. Then this is where you have to take note, guys. Because what? I'm looking to what? Buy as the setup from the 1 hourly time frame. The inverse head and shoulder pattern is what? Is clearly a buy reversal chart pattern. Coming down toward the 15 minutes time frame, I want what? The 15 minutes time frame to what? To be bullish because I'm looking to buy. Looking at what a buy setup from the hourly time frame, the rule states that what? The 15 minutes time frame must what? Be in a bullish structure for me to what? Take what? The buy setups from the hourly time frame. So I had to wait for what? A shift in the market structure. So we had this as what? The most recent swing high. And then this engulfing candlestick here clearly shifted the market structure from what? From bearish to what? Bullish on the 15 minutes time frame perspective. Now, this is only when what? This buy setup is valid. The buy setup as seen from what? From the 1 hourly time frame is only valid when once what? The 15 minutes time frame what? Is in a bullish market structure in line with what? The buy setup from the 1 hourly time frame. So if I were to be looking for what? A sell setup from the 1 hourly time frame, I would want what? The 15 minutes time frame to what? To be bearish for it to be a valid trade from the 15 minutes time frame. So here I had this bullish engulfing, shifting what? The market structure from bearish to bullish on the 15 minutes time frame. Now, having shifted market structure from bearish to bullish, what then do? I then quickly identify what? My potential what? Buying areas. So if you look, we had this level previously as what? As a resistance. And now clearly price has broken above the level. So at the retest of this level, I would very much be looking for what? Potential long opportunities. And then also we had ourselves again this level, which is what? Previously a resistance, and then what? Broken, having to now be what? A broken resistance becomes what? A new support. So I had my eyes on what? On this level, and then this very level also for potential long opportunities. Then take note of this, guys. It's very important I ship this in. The first criteria that makes what? An hourly setup valid to be traded on 15 minutes time frame, what? Is the 15 minutes time frame has to be what? The market structure has to be in line with the 1 hourly time frame setup. That's the first criteria. And then the second criteria is what? If I must get in on what? On a buy trade, I must be buying from what? A potential lower high. So take note, when we add this break, we add what? We add this shift in the market structure created what? A higher high. I cannot be buying from what? From a higher high. So I then have to wait what? To buy from what? A potential lower high. So I need to wait for what? A pullback, create what? A potential lower high into any one of these what? Valid buy levels. Because what? Previously, this was what? A resistance. Then we have a break of the level. A broken resistance becomes a new support. Also at this level right here, previously was a resistance. We have a break of that level. But once price comes to test the level, it's most likely going to act what? As what? A new support. So I want price to now what? Retrace into any one of these levels, forming what? A potential low, a potential higher low rather. So this is a higher low, a potential higher low because what? It has not yet what? Broken above the most recent higher high. Hence it's called what? A potential higher low. So it's only a confirmed higher low when once what? We have a clear break of what? The most recent higher high. So somewhere around here, we can tell what? This is a confirmed higher low. And then this is the cash, guys. So I had many confirmations to go long from this level. Clearly had what? More like a double bottom. 15 minutes double bottom. You can say this is the first bottom. Then we can say this is our second bottom. So we came into what? This level being a previously broken resistance now turned support. And then we had what? A very quick bullish engulfing candlestick off the level. That was too big of an entry. And then we had almost immediate retest of the level again a second time, forming more like what? say this is what a double bottomed. Also, you can as well say what price give us what and another inverse head and shoulder pattern here also. We can choose to see it from that light. And then take note of the fact that what we can actually as well say we had what? We had this inverse head and shoulder pattern. So I had so many convincing reasons what that's telling me that this level was very much going to hold. But then I had my entry for longs. Having seen what lots of rejection candlesticks from this level. Having seen lots of rejection candlesticks from not only rejecting what a previously broken resistance now turn support, also what rejecting the 50 exponential moving average, in this case expected to act as what? A dynamic support, because we're above the exponential moving average. So I add my entry for longs somewhere at the close of this 15 minutes rejection candlestick. Then I add a tight stop loss on this. With my TP targets for 1 to 3. Then take note, guys, the perfect entry signal would be what? The bullish engulfing candlestick that formed off the 50 exponential moving average retests, coupled with the fact that what? We're testing what? A previously broken resistance now turn support. We had what? The bullish engulfing candlestick that formed off that level would be the perfect, even though I got in quite earlier, this would be the perfect entry for longs. Stop loss just below the candlestick widths. And then our profit target would be anywhere from what? A minimum of 1 to 2. And then a maximum of what? A 1 to 3 RR. So yeah, that's it, guys. I'll quickly take a second trade breakdown just to be able to throw better light on the strategy. I also add a buy trade opportunity on '75 1S index sometime during the week. So you can clearly see this already. So I add myself. The rule says what? Look out for what? A 1 hourly or reversal chart pattern. So I add myself a 9's what? Inverse head and shoulder pattern on what? The 1 hourly time frame. As you can clearly see, having formed the left shoulder, the head, and then what? The potential right shoulder, because I got in on my buy entry somewhere around this level while the right shoulder was still forming. So it was a potential inverse head and shoulder pattern. Also, clearly, I noticed what? I noticed when we came into what? The very exact level where the left shoulder bounced off from, We had a nice water rejection candlestick around the very same level, signifying what a potential right shoulder, and also what more like a confirmation for what a nice bullish move to the upside. So this is where, having identified what the chart pattern from the 1 hourly time frame, move down to what the 15 minutes time frame to look for what reconfirmations in line with what the 1 hourly setup. Now again, guys, the rule says what if I must take a buy trade from the 15 minutes time frame in line with the 1 hourly setup, the 1 hourly market structure must be what bullish, having clearly identified what an inverse head and shoulder pattern from the 1 hourly time frame, which is what a buy reversal chart pattern. I'm only permitted to take a buy trade on the 15 minutes time frame if I have a confirmed what bullish structure. And then we can clearly see again what we have the 1 hour, the 15 minutes time frame pointing us what lower highs and then lower lows. And then we had this nice shift in market structure from bearish to what to bullish. So we have that rule also. We have that criteria met. So we've shifted clearly from what? From the bearish to the bullish market structure, which confirms this trade from the 15 minutes time frame a valid trade. And then the next thing to do is what? Identify potential buying opportunity. Identify the potential buying levels where I'm looking to get in on buy trades from, and that would be what? Previously broken resistance done what new support. So we had a clear what? Break of the market structure, creating what? A higher high. And then what? If I have to get in on what? A buy trade, I have to buy from what? A potential higher low, guys. I cannot overemphasize this enough. I cannot buy from what? From a higher high. I have to wait for what? Pull back for price to come and potentially form what? A higher low. So this is a potential higher low because what? The previous higher high still holds. It's only a confirmed higher low when once price breaks and close above what? The most recent swing high. Hence, it's called what? A potential higher low. So I have to then wait for what? For price to come into what? Previously broken resistance now turn support. Then bringing in my 50 exponential moving average. You can clearly see how what? We came right into what? The 50 exponential moving average, and then we had what? A bullish engulfing candlestick off the 50 exponential moving average. And that's what my buy signal. Or was the signal I had to go long on this. Having seen what? A bullish engulfing candlestick formed off the retest of the 50 exponential moving average. And also what we had a previously broken resistance now turned what? Support right at this level. Stop losses just below the engulfing candlestick. And then my TP target was what? A 1 to 3 on this. A minimum of 1 to 2. And then a maximum of what? 1 to 3 RR. As you can see, quickly moved in predicted direction, and then somewhere around a 1 to 2 hour arrow. Okay, not up to 1 to 2. And then we came back right into our entry. And then what? We had some drawdowns on this, and boom, we're back to what? To profit. What do I take profit for a 1 to 3 snatched almost immediately after the drawdown. So yeah, this is it, guys. I do hope you find this very insightful, and then I've been able to share a very vital scalping strategy of mine. Guys, I cannot say this enough. If you want to see more videos like this come up in the coming weeks, do well to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share. Thank you very much, guys. See you in the next video.